Love, true love. How many of you have been in love? How many of you have been in love before? Excuse me. I need you to clap your hands. How many of you have been in love before? Okay. Congratulations, by the way. How many of you know what love is? Round of applause. You know what love is? Yeah? Well, let's ask Helen Fisher, who has studied interpersonal attraction for over 30 years. She states in her article, The New Psychology of Love, page 88, the lover intensely focuses his or her attention on the preferred individual, aggrandizing the beloved's better traits and overlooking or minimizing his or her flaws. Lovers experience extreme energy, hyperactivity, sleeplessness, impulsivity, euphoria, and mood swings. That just sounds amazing. But what happens after the honeymoon stage? What happens after those feelings? Is it that you fall out of love, or that you love them less all of a sudden? I'm here to explain the biological principles of love and also bring a new perspective of a deep love. So if we define love biologically, love is clearly dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and cortisol. So dopamine is the feeling you get when you find your lost keys. It's the chemical that is usually satisfied with the satisfaction of the search. Like, I found my true love, I don't have to search anymore. And oxytocin is the feeling you get when someone really understands you. When you release oxytocin with someone, you gain more trust with them. But when your oxytocin dips to very low levels, your cortisol surges higher, which are feelings of fear, panic, and anxiety. So disappointments can become tragedies. When you first get involved with the other person, you can't help but think, man, she must be so tired, because she's been running through my mind all day. Or maybe, did you get your license suspended from driving all the guys crazy? And Nathan's personal favorite, did you just fart? Because you blow me away, baby. So everything they say or do seems great. You always give them the benefit of the doubt. You feel inspired and invigorated. The fun, the sharing, the feelings, they seem to be never-ending. So, infatuation, why doesn't it last? With over 350 publications in behavioral neuroscience to her name, Donatella Matazziti, MD, in 1999 investigated the blood platelet density of serotonin transporters. Her findings indicate that intense romantic love only lasts between 12 and 18 months. After that, the chemicals return back to homeostasis, which means like normal levels. So how can one be so passionate about something without ever experiencing it before? There are very few instincts that give us such a passion without requiring that previous experience. I argue that one is simply in love with the idea of love, not understanding the work and the sacrifices necessary for a lasting relationship. I believe that to truly have passion, there must be action. Therefore, love is not limited to a feeling or a thought, but just as importantly, it encompasses an action. I'm talking about a love not based on chemicals. The true love that remains strong even after the honeymoon stage or major trials. In the Torah, Leviticus 19:18, it states, love your neighbors as yourself. Does that mean have romantic feelings for your neighbors or yourself? Of course not. Love is not a business transaction. Love is not passive. Love doesn't feel patience. Love is patience. But that doesn't mean loving someone means becoming a doormat, because love is strong and requires courage. If a successful relationship is 50-50, then if at any point someone falls below their 50%, then the relationship deteriorates. I believe we should strive for 100-100, putting 100% into the relationship. So don't regress when your partner makes a mistake, because that's when they need your love the most. It's when you stop doing the minimum and start doing the maximum that you experience a deep love. My knowledge does not always reflect my actions. I am just as broken as the next guy, if not more so. However, even if I may not reach the goal, I want to strive for that 100%. And I think we all should. The epitome of love always gives freely, which means without predisposition. So love them in spite of them. Love them in spite of their mistakes. Love them relentlessly. That's when you're going to experience a deep love. It will bring you tears of joy, elevating not only your feelings, but your wisdom and your desire, bringing you a deeper sense of life. So I'm challenging all of you, don't stay in shallow waters. Come to the deep end with me, and we'll learn how to swim together. Thank you.